the fairy shrimp.
You have an unusual way of moving around in that you swim upside down. Why is that?
Well, there is a reason, because my body will tilt and my legs, my fairy wings if you like, will catch bits of food, bits of algae, and scrape it off rocks or wherever else they can find it and filter it through so that that's my food, I can eat it all. And the best way to do that is upside down.
Where do you like to live?
Well, once I hatch, which is usually in a little pond somewhere, I don't get much choice in where I live. But if I'm swimming around, I can find lots of lovely places. It might be underneath at the water's edge, underneath grasses, and where you get lots of things to eat. But there's a whole mass of water usually. I don't need very much, but there's a whole mass that I can swim around.
How old are you?
I am a week old. Do you want to know how tall I am?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 1 centimetre tall. Isn't that good?
How long will you live for?
I'll live for 3 to 4 months. It's a long life, actually, if you're a fairy shrimp.
How do you reproduce?
I reproduce by coming into contact with the male of my species, who's not as pretty as I am. He has fairy wings, but he's got this big tusk, and I hold all the eggs, which he fertilizes, and I wait for the right moment so that I know they'll be safe and they'll hatch. And that all happens really quickly. I'll die shortly afterwards, and the eggs will lay safely dormant until a little bit of rain comes along and they can hatch and complete the cycle.
Is there anything that makes you cross?
Well, I get cross if something really disturbs my habitat, even if I'm still safe after it. But to get somebody stomping through my ground, that's pretty annoying.
What would you say is your best feature?
Well, it has to be my wings, I think. It has to be, because they're beautiful. And they're, and I've got 11 each side of me, and it's 22 wings. That's really impressive.
So, what gets you excited?
I'm excited when the sun shines, and life is beautiful. We swim around, we go in circles sometimes, even though I do swim upside down, we'll sometimes propel ourselves forward. We're really playing.
Having been around for over 140 million years, you're now seen as a vulnerable species in Britain. Who are your predators?
Birds, frogs, but there's a good side to this. If a bird comes into my pond and then I end up either being eaten by it or carried away, this egg is tough enough to survive, and a bit of rain again will hatch and life continues.
So you're very little, but you're quite tough, aren't you?
Oh, I'm tough. You have to be. We've only got a few weeks on Earth, but that feels a lifetime when you're as big as I am.
Would we miss you if your species disappeared altogether?
We will be missed. If you see us, if you see a fairy shrimp, it's a good indicator that the area in which you live is very healthy, because we only live in very clean water and it's not looking great. So it's so important that we are looked after.
We probably wouldn't be able to see you with the naked eye, would we?
Well, you can, just about, yes. I mean, we're fast. If you look very closely on the edge of the water, you'll see us. We can grow to 3 centimetres, which is quite big.
Is there anything else unusual about you that we might not know?
I think what's really unusual is that we do get a chance to live somewhere that goes under the most extreme circumstances, and we can still survive. The other thing is swimming upside down, of course, that's acrobatics.
If you had a message for us, what would it be?
You will love me if you get to see me. I know you will. You'll also love me because I feed everybody else. And apart from tidying up, that's my biggest role. So please tell people about me, because not everybody knows about the fairy shrimp. And also have a look in the odd little pond somewhere, a little bit of water. I only need 5 centimetres, so it doesn't have to be that deep. But look out for me, and you'll see me there, and you will love me, I can guarantee. You have to be quick, because I do move quite fast, but you'll see my beautiful wings, my legs. And we are so important to the whole ecosystem.